6:25 now, and as part of our commitment to National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, today we're chatting live one-on-one with Dr. Wael Harb, who is the Medical Director of Cancer Services and the Director of Clinical Research at IU Health Arnett. Good morning, Doctor. Thank you again for being here. We appreciate it.
Good morning, Liz. Thank you for having me.
Good morning. Well, today we're going to talk about clinical trials and kind of just generally, what is the purpose of a clinical trial for someone who's going through a cancer diagnosis?
We are understanding cancer much better than before. We're understanding what drives the cancer cell to grow, and we are developing drugs that are designed to fight cancer. So the clinical trial is how we investigate these new drugs and find out if they work or not.
Now, these drugs aren't FDA approved, correct?
Correct. These are new drugs that are being developed and eventually might get FDA approved and can be used by everyone who has cancer.
Okay, so this is kind of another option for somebody who's going through treatment, is kind of considering everything, right?
It's another option, but it's a very important option because most cancers are not curable. And we have literally hundreds of cancer drugs in the pipelines being tested. The only way we find an answer for the cure of cancer is by doing this research.
Okay. Well, if somebody is considering a clinical trial, how would they go about finding more information? Talk to their doctor, probably the first step, right?
Absolutely. Talk to the doctor asking about options for clinical trials. You can always go on the NCI website. It lists all the clinical trials that are open in this country, so you can search by disease type, by stage of cancer, and can tell you in your geographic area what clinical trial might be applicable to you.
Okay. Is there a lot of success with these clinical trials?
Because we have designer drugs that are specifically developed to fight certain type of cancer, today the chance of success with a new drug is much better than before. In the past, we used to think about new drugs for cancer are more if you don't have any other options left.
Right.
Today, we try to test these drugs very early on because these are more specific drugs that can specifically target what's driving this cancer to grow.
Okay. Well, that's got to be some kind of more hopeful news for somebody who's facing a diagnosis like that, to find out that there are more options and that these options are maybe better than they were 20 years ago.
Absolutely. After years of research and understanding the cancer cell, now we have finally making drugs that are specific for certain cancers. So the progress is much faster than before.
Well, that's good. Certainly good news. Well, I have some information up for anybody who wants more information from IU Health Arnett. Call that general number there and they can direct you to the Cancer Care Center. You can find out even more information. Dr. Harb, thank you again for being here this morning. Very important information you're sharing with us. We do appreciate it. Well, come